This 9-year-old was asked to explain his autism, and now he's going viral. yUyJfq looks like any other 9-year-old boy you'd meet. Like a lot of kids his age, he likes making videos and posting them on any or all sorts of social media. In this case, George made a video message on YouTube that has received a pretty good number of hits. It's not because it's just another boy who can dance or spit sick rhymes. What makes George's video so amazing is in how he tells us about his condition. He's been dealing with autism all of his life. Despite that, George said that he's a kid just like you, and it really shows all the way throughout. His parents discovered he has an autism spectrum disorder when he was 2 years old. "I didn't speak until I was almost 3 years old," George said in his video. He said that his parents weren't sure if he would ever speak at all, but when he started talking, he started using all the words he'd learned as if he'd recorded them in his mind. George is a very brave kid in how open he is with his condition. He even includes a video of himself at a younger age throwing a tantrum. There are parts of the viral video where he flubs in his narration and it shows his frustration. That doesn't mean the boy doesn't have a capacity for boundless joy. He has hobbies like any other kid. He loves dancing, as can be seen at the beginning of the video. It's just one of the ways he expresses himself, not just as someone with autism, but as a regular kid. Yes, he has interests that you'd find in many other kids, but George explains very well that his personality is very different. Like a lot of kids with autism, he said, "I might not have been looking, but that doesn't mean I wasn't listening." He also explains how difficult it is to filter out sensory input, like lots of noises in a crowded room. "I can hear and see a lot of things and sounds all at the same time," he said. That makes just one sound or thought something for him to focus on. Play on words isn't the best when you're with George. He explained that he has a habit of taking what people say literally. If you tell him to have a seat, you might find one less chair in your classroom, he said. It works out better for everyone if you're more specific. George says he does get frustrated when things don't go the way he planned. He might even scream, but he still wants people to be honest with him. He just wants people to be unafraid of asking him questions. George's mother has had him in the same school since kindergarten. That means he's known people for years and has had a network of friends, mostly girls, who've checked up on him. It has been harder for him to make connections with boys because of his personality. George wants to make it very clear that not all kids with autism are the same. For example, he says that he likes to touch as many things as possible, but that might not be the case for other kids on the spectrum. Their reactions to happiness or frustrations are entirely dependent to themselves. Lisa Jolly, George's mother, and her husband Mike yUyJfq have said that it's like solving a different puzzle every day, and there's a lot of pieces. They're still proud of their son and how much of a joy he can be. More importantly, they love that George is so enjoyable to anyone he meets. George's video is a delightful piece into the life of someone who lives with autism. He made it for his 4th grade class, but when he put it up on YouTube in November, the crowd got much larger. Tens of thousands watched the video, making him an internet star, if just for a moment. George's mother, Lisa Jolly, posted the video on YouTube, not thinking of the huge popularity it'd have. She said that the support they have been getting is nothing short of amazing. Other people have shown this to their children with autism and have felt a connection to how George expresses himself. Compared to decades previous, we know so much more about the autism spectrum disorder. But there's still a lot of misconceptions. That's what makes a video like George's so important, to see a first-hand perspective on things. It's great to have a carefree educational explanation without the stigma we see everywhere else.